Charity does not eradicate poverty, a powerful statement that resonates with our present reality. This is a tale of two young children. One was dressed in tattered clothes and sent to beg, while the other was given various items to sell. By evening, the beggar child returned with 800 rupees and the working child with 1,500. The outcome of this social experiment is clear. We, as a nation, encourage begging and discourage hard labor. We haggle over every penny with hotel waiters, vegetable sellers, and small-scale workers, yet we easily hand over 10, 20, or even 150 rupees to beggars, believing we have secured our place in heaven. The ideal approach should be to only feed those who beg and pay more than their due to those who labor. Our elders say that if you give a beggar 100,000 rupees in cash, they will safely stash it away and start begging again the next day. In contrast, if you assist a laborer or a white-collar worker, they will fulfill their legitimate needs and perform their labor more efficiently. Why not keep a jar at home, dedicated to charity? Drop coins into it. Once a substantial amount is collected, convert it into notes and give it to someone who is not a beggar. In this country, millions of students, patients, laborers, and women are in desperate need of every penny. Aid the truly deserving, and even a single rupee can be enough to help you cross the bridge to paradise. Remember, giving alms does not end begging, it increases it. Give charity, but do it with planning and caution. In this way, not only can the world change, but so can the hereafter. The choice, as always, is yours.